New parts arrived and flapping in the park. Good Sunday morning to you all, YouTube. It is a nice day here. It is 10:41 now. This is going to either be a two-part video or I may just make two videos. I haven't decided yet. This first part is just to look at some of the things I got in the mail. I think they got this Friday. This is another one of the little speaker boxes. I ordered two of the ones with the speaker, and I ordered two of the ones without the speaker. And I shipped one of the ones without the speaker to Bob. I don't know if he wants one of these or not, but you know, it's no problem. I can send him one. But I think you've already seen the other one. Let me see if I can find it here. I think it's got the speaker in it. Yeah, this is the one. It's got the speaker in it already. This does come with the screws, and it also comes with a little microphone. I think that's what this was originally intended for here, was the microphone. I believe these were like an intercom or something of that sort. And that's probably what they're good for, I would think. But I'm going to still try to make a signal tracer out of them. That's what I bought them for, and that's what I'm going to do. So, the other item came in yesterday. Busy day yesterday, and I'll tell you more about that in the part 2 of the video. These are little rocker switches. I don't know how well you can see that, but there's an LED right there that comes on when the unit comes on. It's basically a LED on, off, or pilot light and switch combined. It has 3 leads on it. I'm sure one of them is for the power of the LED, and so we'll have to figure out how that works. One is copper colored and the other two are silver, so I'm sure that has something to do with it also. But I thought these would be come in handy because you can drill a round hole and put that in, and I think it's a little bit better than trying to make a square hole like I did with the other rocker switches. And I think these will work out pretty good. Now, in addition, these were 10 for $1.99 maybe, I don't know, something like that, shipped out of China. And if they work out well, I think I may go with these for future projects, because that is just a super little idea there, the way they work. And well, it depends on how hard it is to set them up, things like that. But I don't think it shouldn't be. Basically, I think you'll run a resistor to, and it may be a resistor in here, I don't know. I think these are set up for 12 volts, I think is what they are. And if so, probably there is an internal resistor in there. There may be a wiring diagram type thing on the original ad. I'll have to check that and see. And I may flash that picture up if it does show anything. So I don't know that it does. But so anyway, like I said, I got 10 of them. And those will come in handy. I also have a 10 of the double pole, double throw switches coming. Now, these are not the ones I bought like the other day, which is a center off. These are just 2 position on, on one way, on the other way, and that's all they are. Now, those type switches can also be used for on-off, just single pole. Just use half of them. I mean, it's not a big deal. But these will be my ones for the signal tracers that I'm building. I need to get on some of these signal tracers. Now, the one that I did the other day, the I get them rolling again. Restoral radios, Don's build, or his design. I still have not finished that. Yesterday was a very busy day, and like I said, you will hear about that in part 2. Or the second video, whichever comes first, I don't know. But what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to go one of the local parks and do an outside video. I haven't done that for a while, obviously because of the weather. But I think I'm going to, try to take the tripod, set the little Kodak Playful up on it, ZE1, and see what I can do with that, and do a little flapping video for you. It was a busy day yesterday, and a lot happened, and I'll leave it at that. But So, alright, I think I'm going to do that, and that's really all I have today. Now, sometime today, hopefully, I want to finish this and get that done and tested and find out how well it works. Now, I'm thinking very seriously about not using this for this build. I'm going to use this, but this build here is not suited for this enclosure because I didn't do this in 2 parts. It can be done in 2 parts, as any of them can be done in 2 parts. And I didn't really try to shape it or make it conform to fit the board or the case. And I think I'm going to need to do that on these type of enclosures. And so what I'm thinking about on this one, maybe, is to just use the white case that I use for the PTR build, and just because it's already apart, and I wanted to use that, try that speaker anyway, and I may just go ahead and hook it all up in there, and it's already got all the speaker or the switch and things like that's there already for it, and just have to change out the volume pot, but that shouldn't be a problem. And I may try that. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, it's no big deal one way or the other. For right now, I doubt that I'll even install it in anything. I'll just probably have it, you know, on the bench here and hook it up with clip leads and whatever, just to make sure it works and stuff like that. So that's really all I want to do with that for now. That will come later, the rest of it. So I guess that's it for this part of the video. Like I said, I don't know how I'm going to do this. If I just add the... It depends on, I think, how long the second part is. That's whether I add it or not. I did a lot of driving yesterday, and I was rather tired last night. I went to bed last night about, I think it was around 11 o'clock, and didn't get up till 9 this morning, so yeah, I was a little bit tired. You'll hear, like I said, more about that, no problem. And I think I'm going to close this out for now. You guys have a whatever wonderful day, and stay tuned for part 2 or part of the second video, whatever comes. It just depends on how long it is, I guess. So we'll see you later. Here I am in the park, YouTube. It's sometime 11:03 now. I found a nice quiet spot. I think I can do a little flapping. The events yesterday were very stressful. Like I said, it wasn't, it's not the end of the world or anything like that, but, you know, to me, it's personal family stuff, I guess. But I was supposed to go to my mom's yesterday, obviously. Thank you guys. I told you guys that. Kylie came over. It was about 6 o'clock Friday evening, had supper with me, and we did our usual watching, I think, Gotham on TV is what she likes to do. So, did that, went to bed, got up fairly early. I think I woke up at 5:30. Saturday morning, I laid there till, it was a 7:15, I think, when I went in and got her up. And she trimmed my hair off, which was greatly appreciated. Feels much better out here, I tell you what. I think it's close to 80 degrees right now. Beautiful day. Can't ask for a better Memorial Day weekend. And so nice quiet park, not too much going on. A little activity over at the baseball field, but other than that, not bad. Anyway, so as I said, we went to Vivi. Everything was nice. Everything's good. We went out to eat at the local restaurant down there called Granny's. I had half order of biscuits and gravy and a couple eggs. I think that's what Kylie had. Mom had eggs and toast, which she likes to get a lot of times. The restaurant was a little crowded, I guess, because of the holiday weekend, but everything was fine. Went back to her house afterwards, and my sister came over, and basically she told Mom that she had 2 choices. It was either come live with me or go in a nursing home. So, because my sister's 71, she's not able physically to care for Mom. She has problems of her own. She has a family as well, and they kind of require a lot of her attention and things. So she has like 5 kids. So of course they're all grown, but you know, of course there's a lot of grandkids to help with and stuff like that. So I understood completely, and I agreed with her assessment of the situation. She does have. She did go to court and get power of attorney over her mom's affairs and things, and because mom was pretty much proven, you know, when they did the examination for her, you know, to see if she could still drive and things like that, they determined she was not able to really care for herself any longer. So, you know, that's always sad, but you know, it happens. Mom has her good days and her bad days. She, you know, she has another part of her that's, you know, really not related to the dementia or Alzheimer's or whatever it happens to be. She was an only child, and she has that mentality about her, and she likes to get her way. And of course, you know how old grown-ups like that, they revert to their childhood, and that's what she's doing a lot. She has her lucid moments, and she realizes that she's not acting right, things like that. But anyway, the long and the short of it is that my sister explained to her that that was the situation, and she had a choice: either, like I said, come live with me or go into a nursing home. So eventually, and it took a while, she come around to the realization that she was going to have to come with me and Kylie, and so we did. We drove home. Of course, she commented all the way home how far or how long it was. Of course, it's an hour. Kylie drove, and it was about an hour and a half, close to it, to get there. So we went by. I had texted my daughter on the way, and I told her we was coming, and so we went by their house first, and she was just thrilled with their place and everything like that, which was hoping. You know, I was hoping that's where she would want to stay. But anyway, so we thought for the time being, and we told her it was a trial, that she didn't have to stay. So we did that, and like I said, then we came back to the my house, and Kylie fixed her room up and got her bed ready and things like that. And so once she did that, while Kylie was there, everything was fine. And when Kylie left, she got well, she said she was homesick, and she wanted to go back home. And so I tried to explain to her that there was nobody there, and my sister was gone away for the weekend, and there would be nobody there to take care of her. And of course she said, well, I can take care of myself. You know how people like that are. And so anyway, she basically said, well, okay, if you're not going to take me home, fix me something to eat. So I did. Fixed her one of those ready meals, which is pretty good. And she ate that good, and I took the dishes in to clean them up. And by the time I came back out, she was out the door and gone. So she, of course, she didn't know where she was at as far as, you know, how to get anywhere. But she had made her way about halfway down Emma Street, so Emma Drive actually. And so I had to go chasing after her. First I tried to walk and catch her that way, and there was no way I could do it. She's actually in better shape than I am. So I came back and got the car, drove down. She had made it at least halfway down the street, and it's a good long street. And she was standing there talking to some people that were sitting out enjoying the day. And I pulled up and I said, come on, Mom, get in the car. And apologized to the people. And I got her back up to the house, and she would not come in. And I had called my sister and talked to her, and she talked to her, tried to explain it to her again. She was not going to have anything of it though. So she said, well, come on, let's go somewhere. We were sitting in the car, and she said, let's go somewhere and talk. I said, okay, we'll go to the park. So we made it about halfway to the park, and she said, well, I'm not getting out. She said, if you don't take me home, I'm going to get out of the car and just start walking again. So I thought, okay. So I took her back home. And so that was basically let's see, hour and a half. That's about 6 hours of driving yesterday. Now, I didn't drive the first time. Kylie drove down and back, so I did drive the second time down and back. And took her home, and I talked to my sister again. She said, well, that's the only thing you can do is just bring her back and let her stew in her own whatever for a while. So that's what she did. And like I said, it's sad, but you know, there's not a lot you can do with people like that. I had threatened to take, you know, when she had walked away, and told her I was going to call the police and I was going to get her in the ambulance and strap her down, and tried to explain it to her, you know, and she doesn't like that at all. She had to be taken to the ambulance, or in the ambulance, when she had her problem, her UTI, and she didn't like that at all. Of course, it made her better, but she doesn't, you know, she doesn't put things together like that. And you know how, I don't know if anybody that's dealt with people, you know, dementia. I'm sure a lot of people have, but anyway, like I said, it's sad and stuff like that, but it is what it is. And so I told my sister, and I even talked to my daughter, and she agreed that probably the best thing for her is to be in a nursing home, because they have those monitoring devices where they can keep an eye on her as far as leaving the premises and things like that, and they're just set up better to deal with it, and they're used to it, I guess. But like I said, it's sad to, you know, she's 92, and she's still in good health, and other than the, you know, the mental problems, this is, you know, sad. But she doesn't, you know, she doesn't realize, she thinks she can take care of herself. Of course, every time you go there, she wants you to fix her something to eat, and she doesn't want to. Now, she can do it. A lot of this, like I said, it's this combination of the Olin child syndrome and the dementia too. So she plays it both ways, that she can't do it, but she does it if she has to. And just like when I got there yesterday, and she asked me if I'd stay a few minutes, and I said sure. She wanted to walk down and get her mail and take her garbage down to they have a central dump place to put the garbage. I said sure, so she did. She walked down there and took the garbage, got her mail. And I said, Mom, I said, you know, I don't understand. I said, you're always afraid of falling, but you walk down here and do all this stuff by yourself. And I said, you walk over my house and down the steps and all that stuff, and no problem. I said, what's the deal? She says, sometimes I feel dizzy. I said, okay. So tried to be as kind as I could. You know, you know, I'm still myself. You know, it's you know, you have to deal with it, and like I said, it's hard to do. But that's what went on yesterday, and of course, it wore me out, and not so much from physical stuff, but the mental anxiety of it, and stress and stuff like that. So, but so my sister is supposed to take, I think tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Tuesday, take her down to the local nursing home and have her check that out, see if that's somewhere she'd like to be. Of course, she'll fight her every inch of the way, I'm sure, but I don't know. It is what it is, like I said. So I'm going to do my best to just kind of go with the flow, I guess, and accept the fact that that's the way it is. And you know, everybody thought this was the perfect solution. Everybody was so happy that she decided to come, you know, stay with us. And like I said, the plan was eventually to get her out at my daughter's house, and she would have her own place and everything out there. And I'm sure she wasn't comfortable at my place. You know, I'm a bachelor. I don't keep the best, cleanest house and things like that. And so, you know, Kylie had tried to clean up a little bit, and but it was obviously, you know, wasn't going over well with her. So anyway, that's what we did. And so I guess I'm gonna get back in the car and go back home, and we'll do some work. I got some videos to watch. I catch up on it. Oh, that's another thing. I apologize to people I usually watch and stuff like that. I've gotten way behind. I may not comment on your video, but I do watch them, and you know, so I'll get back in the swing of things here soon. But so that's gonna do this part of it. I may go back and finish this up at the house and go from there. So you guys have... Alright, back home again. I starting to cloud up a little bit, I think. But anyway, it's 11:23 now in the afternoon, or morning. Like I say, I want to end this here. Just want to kind of give everybody an idea of what happened yesterday and the situation as it is. I kind of cut the flap a little short because of a couple of people there playing basketball fairly. When I got there, I found the most deserted place I could to make the video, because I don't. It's not that I care much about what people think, but it's just the noise from the basketball player, stuff like that. It's distracting, and so, like I said, I just cut it short. And anywho, that's that. You guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see ya.